Alright guys, this is going to be a quick advertisement for Bruce Giroux fast track switches, which are these here. Now I know he's going to be like, well, I don't want you doing that, but I'm going to do it anyway, I don't care. So everybody sees on my live broadcast what type of switches I use on my layout, and here is the switches for the N scale, which I just installed yesterday, well, the day before last, for the 2-in-1 running on the N scale. As you can see, these are handmade, custom handmade. I believe this is a number 6. They can go 6, 8, 10. I don't know if he has some jig for the 4 or the 7, but I'm sure he will. If y'all are interested in some of his switches, I highly recommend you try them out for the first time. As you can see, these are right hand. Here is another right hand, and here is a left hand. No, it's a right. Shoot, I can't even tell left from right. Damn. And here is his ultimate curve switch. Now, if y'all are looking for some nice curve switches, these are it right here. He has done a wonderful job with these switches. So if you're interested, I'm gonna put it in the website. I'm gonna put it in the title. So all you have to do is go to this right here, wbgx3.com, and send them an email. If you're seriously interested, let them know in the email. And like I said, he does HO. Here's a curve switch in HO. This is a 30-31 radius. It's a pretty nice size radius. It's a very smooth turn. I have one up there on that corner and one over there on that corner. And I believe I have one over there in the other corner. He also do the short curve switches. This is a 28-30, but those over there, I believe, are a 24-26. This is a very small, this is a prototype that he did for me years ago, and it turned out to be a great fit for this over here. And like I said, you can't go wrong with a fast track switch. Now, here's the most important thing about fast track switches that I've learned over the past 3 years, because trial and error is what I have dealt with over the past 3 years working with these. And Bruce will tell you, yeah, it's been a lot of trial and error, but I guarantee you, you can't go wrong. These last very, very long than a Pico and an Atlas. You know, I guarantee you, you will get your money's worth out of these things. Number one thing I want to show you is how to wire these things. Because if you don't wire it right, then you're going to have a lot of issues with it stopping and going all the time. So I don't have power lines all through the layout. There are no power lines through this layout, none whatsoever. What I've done is I take a drop here. We'll get a switch here. I don't have a negative drop, so I'm going to show y'all real quick. And you don't have to do a lot of wire. This is a non-wiring drop situation, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the outside rails, this outside rail and this outside rail, to the inside rails. Okay? So this positive will go to this positive, and this negative, and this will go to this negative. What that does, the outside rail is always a continuous run. So all you have to do is tie the rails, the outside to this inside, and it's inside to the outside. And it will feed the whole entire layout, no matter what. All you have to do is just tie them in. And I will show y'all what I'm talking about. If I can find one. Oh, gosh. Gosh, I got spaghetti everywhere on this because I got to redo all the wiring. But I hope y'all got an idea of what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, here's the feeders right here. That's a red and a blue and a red and a black. The blue and the black goes together, and the two reds go together. And all I do is just tie them in together, and that's it. Nothing major, nothing fancy, none of the cray stuff. Just like over here. The red is to the red, the black is to the black. And then I have a black one right here because of the cutoff, so that I can feed power to this right here. So there's a black one here. So when the engine comes, it won't stall. So that's pretty much all I do. You just tie the outside to the inside and the inside to the outside. And that's pretty much it. No, all that wiring that you don't have to deal with. Now, here's the most important part about these switches. And I was trying to explain this the other day when I saw Vinny having issues with his because he used the Atlas. Whenever you use a different switch on the layout, it's best to insulate it so that it don't pull the power, because these picos are wired, the frog is wired in. So it's getting power. So if it's getting power, let's do this right here. Sometimes it's best to isolate that frog by putting an insulator there. See what I'm saying? So that it won't, because this frog is powered, and it won't cause an overload. Depending on how you have it wired, I hope you, sometimes it just depends on how you have your source wired in. But every time, well, I don't have any picos on this layout because everything is fast track. And that what eliminates my overloads by taking all of these out so that I don't have any problems. So, but if you ever use one, you need to isolate it. Otherwise, you're gonna have a problem. And that's something I learned 2 years ago when I was still using the picos, and I had the fast tracks on there for the first time. So it started creating an overload. So sometimes it's best to just take them out, take them completely out so you don't have those issues. So that's one of the most important things about them. Is it's less wiring. It is 100% less wiring. And like I said, all I do is feed the red to the red, the black to the black, the red to the red. All the positive sides are tied in, and all the negative sides are tied in, because the power source is right here on this track and out here on this track. So these two tracks here pass the power source, and it's going all the way back around to the drop over there, which has the power source the same way. So it makes less wiring is better for me. I don't want to drop lines all over this place for just to power the layout, when all you have to do is use the outside track, take care of the inside track. So yeah, I guarantee y'all will enjoy these switches. Less wiring. You have to maintain some cleaning maintenance on them. The number one thing is you have to keep the gap clean. And you take a sheet of paper and you clean the gaps. Otherwise, if you don't, that stuff will build up in there, and you don't want no build up. But always take the time to clean your track. clean them, clean them, clean them. And that's pretty much it. That's all the only maintenance you have to do. Just keep the gaps in the track clean. So once again, just send them an email if you're interested, and take it from there. I guarantee it is they're worth it. I am a true believer in Jero's fast track switches, or Peter, or whoever. If it's a fast track, you're better off. Trust me. That's pretty much it. And now the other person is Joe Rader. He does all my bills for me now. He does a wonderful job. In less than the time it normally takes for a bill, I can get these. If I send it to him on a Monday, I guarantee you he'll be done by Thursday. He don't play around with a bill. Once he get a bill, bam, he's working on it. And he takes his time, but he's working on it nonstop. If y'all are interested in Joe, all you have to do is just down there in the comments, leave a message for him. He is very, very reasonable when it comes to the price of building these structures. All you have to do is just mail them the structure that you want, and he'll take care of the rest. And if you're interested, get in touch with Joe. Joe Rader, Black Rock Central. He has done this build. He has did this build, and y'all seen what this is. This is a kit of the backdrop building that he actually turned into a full-wall building for me. And he modified and enhanced it and did a little things for me, and it is a great build. He also built the lumber mill that y'all seen on the layout, and he built the chemical plant. So there's quite a few builds he has done on the layout for me. And once again, he is very reasonable. He's very cool about pricing. So send him a message in my box. I'm sure he'll give you his email, and if you're interested, just send him an email. So those are the two people that I deal with in order to get structures done and tracks done. And that's Bruce and Joe. Y'all can always check them in my, they're always in the chat box in the live session. And he's always there. Oh, and he did my rail cars. This is Black Rock Central with my road number on it. He did this for me. This is JJ and BRC, Black Rock Central. This is the only one he done for me in that, but here is my road number, JJCX. These are done by him, and there's a whole row of them over there, the 3-bay hoppers. So I am very happy with his work. So, and I'm very, 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 very satisfied and very happy with his work that he does for me. So, if y'all interested, those are the two individuals that I deal with for stuff done on the layout. And like I said, check them out. They're always in my chat box. So, until then, thank you, Bruce, for all the work you've done. Thank you, Joe, for all the work you've done on my layout. And guys, if you're interested, get in touch with them. They will not let you down. Now, timing on the switches. It takes him time to make these switches, so y'all have to be patient with him. This ain't a job where he can do it overnight, because he has quite a few people that he's making orders for. So you're not going to get these switches right then and there. It takes time. These takes time to make. So if you are very patient with him, and I am very patient with him, because it took him a minute to make these switches, and I as long as I got them, I got them. But guys, if you want a quality switch, let him take his time building them. Okay, let him take his time building them, and you will never go wrong. Because, like you say, time is money. His time is well worth the money to get these. Okay? So, thank you, Bruce, for the switches. You have done such a great job. Thank you, Joe. Both of you have done a wonderful job on my layout. And that's all I got to say. Once again, if you're interested, there you go. So, until then, I hope I see y'all in the live chat. And y'all take care. Bye.